Use transformations to sketch the graph of g of x equals 2 to the 3x power. Again, we'll start with f of x equals 2 to the x. Now, if we want to change this to 2 to the 3x power, what we need to do is replace x with 3x. And when we do that, this ends up being a horizontal shrink. So we have a horizontal shrink by a factor of 1/3. So all of the points need to be 1/3 as far away from the y-axis as they've started with. So what I want to do, I actually want to look at this point right here, 3, 8. If this is shrinking by a factor of 1/3, then instead of being 3 units away from the y-axis, it's going to end up being 1 unit away. So it's going to end up being right here. Similarly, we can do the same with the other points. This point is 2 units away. If we shrink that by 1/3, that gives us 2/3 of a unit away. This point is 1 unit to the right of the y-axis. If we shrink that by 1/3, it's going to be 1/3 unit to the right. And this point all the way up here is 4 units to the right. If we shrink that by 1/3, that's going to be 4/3 or 1 1/3 unit. And then similarly on the left, these points down here get shrunk horizontally by a factor of 1/3. So this one is 1/3 unit away, this one is 2/3 units away. And so we end up drawing our exponential functions graph, and in this case it is much steeper because when we shrink everything by 1/3, the height ends up being the same of these points, but it only takes 1/3 of the amount of time to get there from the y-axis. Then on the left-hand side, we end up with the same asymptote because a horizontal shrink doesn't change a horizontal asymptote. And so then this is the graph of g of x equals 2 to the 3x power.